Welcome to the 6 Miles to Supper podcast. I'm your host, Kayla Cox, and I've lost over 80 pounds with intermittent fasting 6 days a week, eating whatever I wanted at my meals, taking a cheat day every Sunday, and walking 6 miles a day. And I'm here to help you on your weight loss journey. In today's episode, I want to talk about having a hierarchy for weight loss. And so basically what a hierarchy is just a way of arranging things in order of importance. And when you figure out what's at the top of your hierarchy, in other words, the thing that's most important to you, I think that can actually make your weight loss journey much, much easier. And the reason for this is there are an infinite number of ways to lose weight out there. There are so many plans. There are so many different combinations of plans. And then when you add in exercise to all that, it can really be overwhelming. And with all the information out there, it can confuse you along the way. And you can start to think, well, should I be doing this or should I be doing that? Like I'm not losing that fast, so should I try this other thing? But if you have your hierarchy in place, you know what's important to you, then that will help you with your decision making along the way. And it will also help you to feel confident in the current plan that you've chosen too. So if you don't currently know what's really important to you, or maybe you've just not really thought about it, maybe you think you know, but you're really not sure, I would encourage you to sit down and really think about what's important. When it comes to weight loss, what are you really trying to accomplish? You just fill in the blank. I want to what? And I would encourage you to brainstorm a whole list, everything that comes to mind about, why you're wanting to lose weight. And then once you have your list, really look at it and see what is important to you. What is the most important thing? So for example, at the very top of my hierarchy, it is that I want to maintain a normal BMI while I continue to eat all the foods. Now, the reason why this is at the top of my hierarchy is because throughout my entire life, what would happen is I would, kind of go from one extreme to the other. Either I was eating, all the foods I liked and enjoying life, but being overweight and eventually obese, or I would go to the other extreme where I was eliminating entire groups of foods and I was really resentful of that. Either way, I was resentful because it was like either I was eating the stuff and being overweight and not happy about that, or I was not eating the things that I liked and being unhappy about that. So my overarching goal is to be able to do both of those, which means that I'm not going to do things that don't fit with that. So for example, intermittent fasting, I realized that was a good method to try to get me to where I was trying to go because I realized I could practice that in a way where I could eat whatever foods I wanted. This was not a type of diet that would tell you, what foods to eat. It was just more of a method of eating and, timed eating basically. And so I thought, okay, that would actually work because I could eat whatever I want and it could potentially get me to a normal weight. And then it also helped me to know what not to do with intermittent fasting, which was, there was this temptation to say, well, but I could also do low carb while I'm trying to lose weight. And then maybe by the time I get to my goal weight, then I can just, go back to eating whatever I wanted. But then I was prevented from doing that because I realized, that doesn't go with my hierarchy. That's not what I'm trying to do here. I am trying to figure out as I go along how to do both things the entire way. And I'm really glad I did it that way because it prevented me from becoming resentful along the way, first of all. And it also helped me to understand that when I did get to my goal weight, I could continue eating the way I like to eat. I didn't have to try to figure that out once I got to my goal weight. And this is, also why as I was going along, the keto was very popular and continues to be really popular. And people around me would be telling me oh man, I've lost this many pounds and, all this stuff. And they were having, some pretty impressive results right off the bat with keto. But because of my hierarchy, knowing what I was trying to accomplish, I never tried it. I never did it. I had done, low carb stuff in the past, but I never went keto, even though there were times where I found it very, very tempting because, I was losing a pound a week on average. And, some people were saying, oh, I lost 5 pounds this week or whatever. But I didn't do that because I knew that over the long term, that was not where I wanted to go. I do not want to be at at my goal weight and then having to do keto for the rest of my life. And, and I'm glad that I did it that way, because what I have, seen just from my own experience, the vast majority of those people who were losing weight with keto, having really spectacular results, found it very difficult, if not impossible, to stick with. And most have regained the weight. Not everyone. Some people find that it works great for them and it really fits with their life. And I think that's fantastic. And that's the thing. You have to decide for yourself what's important to you and what kind of life are you trying to get towards, and then use the method that works for that. And in the end, this is all about just figuring out what kind of life you want to live. What kind of thing are you aiming for when it comes to weight loss? What are the things that you're trying to get to? And you can do this also, figure out your hierarchy for, exercise, and for just what you want your life in general to look like, or what you want your career to look like. And then it can help you, because there's so many decisions, so many options that we have in life, it can help you to eliminate the ones that don't fit, and help you to feel at peace with the ones that you do choose. So thank you for listening to this episode. I hope that it helped you, and I'll see you in the next one. This episode is brought to you by my latest book, Overcoming Weight Loss Obstacles: How to Keep Going When Things Get Difficult. Frustrating obstacles appear in every weight loss journey. Plateaus, overeating, slow weight loss, emotional eating, and weight gain are a few of the common roadblocks that we all face on the weight loss journey. The good news is, all these obstacles can be overcome. Each chapter in this book will mentally prepare you for the challenges you are likely to face, and will give you tips on how to overcome each one. The link is in the show notes.